Steve Jobs wasn't just a CEO, he was a cultural architect who reshaped entire industries. His story is a masterclass in resilience, visionary thinking, and the power of betting against the grain. From a garage in California to the world's most valuable company, Jobs' journey was defined by a relentless pursuit of perfection and an unwavering belief in making technology both deeply personal and profoundly inspiring. It all started in 1976, in his parents' garage. With engineering genius Steve Wozniak, Jobs co-founded Apple with a vision not just to build computers, but to empower individuals. The Apple I was their first step, a raw but revolutionary machine that planted the seed for the personal computer revolution, proving that immense innovation can spring from the most humble of beginnings and a powerful friendship. In 1984, while competitors focused on text-based interfaces, Jobs made a counterintuitive leap with the Macintosh. He prioritized a graphical user interface and a mouse, making computing intuitive and accessible for everyone. The legendary 1984 Super Bowl ad wasn't just a commercial, it was a declaration of war on the status quo, championing creativity and user-centric design above all else and forever changing marketing. Just a year later, in 1985, Jobs faced his biggest professional crisis, being forced out of Apple, the company he poured his soul into. This devastating event could have been the end, but he later called it the best thing that could have ever happened to me. This period of exile allowed him to found Next and cultivate the very technology that would later save Apple. During his time away from Apple, Jobs made a shrewd investment in 1986, purchasing a small graphics division from Lucasfilm and renaming it Pixar. He saw potential where others saw a money pit. By funding their vision, he enabled the creation of Toy Story in 1995, a film that completely revolutionized animation and turned Pixar into a cinematic powerhouse, showcasing his incredible foresight. By 1997, Apple was on the brink of collapse. In a dramatic turn of events, Jobs returned as interim CEO. His first major counterintuitive decision was radical. He slashed Apple's sprawling product line from dozens down to just 4. This intense focus, encapsulated in the Think Different campaign, was about rediscovering Apple's core soul and preparing the ground for a legendary comeback. The first fruit of this new focus was the 1998 iMac. It shattered the mold of boring, beige computers with its vibrant, all-in-one design. More audaciously, Jobs removed the floppy disk drive, a standard for decades, in favor of the new USB port. This gamble forced the industry to adapt and signaled that Apple was once again a leader in innovation, not a follower. In 2001, Jobs entered the crowded MP3 player market with the iPod. The true masterstroke was the creation of a seamless ecosystem, the elegant iPod hardware, the iTunes software for Mac and Windows, and later, the iTunes Store in 2003. This holistic approach, focused on user experience above all else, completely transformed how we buy, manage, and listen to our music. The culmination of his vision arrived in 2007 with the iPhone. It wasn't the first smartphone, but it was the first to get it perfectly right. By combining a phone, an iPod, and an internet device into one seamless package with a revolutionary multi-touch interface, Jobs didn't just create a new product, he launched an entirely new era of mobile computing that continues to define our modern world. Steve Jobs' legacy is a testament to connecting the dots, trusting your gut, and never settling for anything less than greatness. He taught us that the most profound innovations often lie at the intersection of technology and the humanities. For more stories of visionaries who dared to change the world, be sure to follow and subscribe to Celebrity TV on all platforms.